This is the infotainment system on a 2019 Ford F-150. I'm Josh Smith with GottaBeMobile.com. I'm going to walk you through the different options that you have on this infotainment screen, as well as some of the truck apps, off-road apps, and online connectivity that you get with a new F-150. Right here is our home screen. This is a Sync 3 system, and on this screen here we have a map. We have audio information if we're listening to something. We also have our phone information, and we have the option to turn on our heated steering wheel. That option will depend on what your vehicle is equipped with. I can tap on any of these and go right into that option. Here I've gone directly into the maps, and I can tap on home up here in the left to go back here. Audio will show you what's currently playing. If you tap on that, you can go ahead and go straight into the first section that we're going to look at, which is our audio. So you have a variety of options here for your favorites, and then I can tap on here and go to sources. Here we have AM, FM, Sirius, and Bluetooth for my phone. If I plug my phone in, I'll also have an option to play Hardline from that. There's support for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which we'll get into in a moment. From there, we can go over to the climate area. This is where we can control a variety of options. The main things that you won't see on this are the heated and cooled seats. Those are buttons down below, and what's nice is with the F-150, all of these controls right here are also available with buttons right down below the screen. So if you have gloves on or you just want quick access to them, you can control all of that down below. It's really handy. This is the Lariat, and it's equipped with dual zone climate control, so we can have heat going on one side, air conditioning on the other, or just the temperature that suits you. On the phone screen, we have a variety of options. We can see our recent calls, check our contacts, go into the phone and change some different options. On some phones, you can set up text message alerts. You can set a phone ringtone, or you can just use your phone's ringtone. You can also choose if you want a roaming warning, a low battery notification, and if you want to mute audio when you're in privacy mode. Here's Siri, and this is just going to activate Siri right there. You can also do that by pressing the voice control button on the steering wheel. We can turn on Do Not Disturb, which is handy if you don't want someone to be able to bother you while you're driving. You may be able to check text messaging. This depends on the phone that you have. It does not work with my iPhone, but I'm going to use Apple CarPlay, so it's not a big deal. When we go over to navigation, you'll see that I can move the map around, and I can just place this where I want to go, and I can hit start and I'll get directions to that location. If I tap this little car icon, it'll bring me back to my current location. Now from here, I can search for destinations, and because the vehicle has its own internet connection, there's a lot of cool things that you can do. So if I want to search for fuel, it's going to go look for fuel that's close to me, and I'll get a listing as well as the general direction and distance, and in some cases you'll be able to see the price, which is really handy. Now if I go back, there's a couple other different options. You can look for food, hotel, ATM, and if I go into see all, so there's a variety of different options that you can look at and find. It's a really handy way to look for things close to you if you don't want to use your phone. Now what's nice about this is you can search for a variety of different options, and it's almost like Google. So I can search for something using a standard search term, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit search, and it's going to go out and look for some results. And so you can search not just where you're at, but also in a variety of other locations. It's a really handy way to get information. On the navigation, we also have this menu option where we can change our screen view. And what's nice is with the highway exit info, when you're on a trip, you're going to see exit information displayed over here. It's a really nice way to get your directions and to observe stuff while you're driving. Other destination things that are nice is you can set home and work as well as favorites, so that you can easily get to your location. The other option is apps, and that basically means Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And if you tap on that, it's going to take you into that system. And with Apple CarPlay, we have access to a variety of apps for phone, music, We also have podcasts, audiobooks, and then the apps I use the most: Audible, Google Maps, Spotify, and Waze. With the Sync 3 system, we also have Android Auto support, so I can go in, I can use Maps, I can make phone calls, and I also have access to a variety of music services. In the settings, we can control a variety of options. We can do sound, EQ, balance and fade, and then we can change how we want the speed compensated volume. I have it set at medium right now. Basically means the faster you go, the louder your stereo will be to account for road noise. You can also choose if you want stereo or surround. You can go into your clock and you can adjust the clock manually to match whatever time you want to see. There's also auto time zone update, and with this you're going to be able to set your clock ahead 10 or 15 minutes if you prefer to feel like you're always on time. Under Bluetooth settings, we can see options to turn Bluetooth off, add a Bluetooth device, and also view Bluetooth devices. The phone options will basically just show us very similar settings to what's under Bluetooth. Under SiriusXM, we can choose how many presets we want available. We can set a category for Seek. We can do a parental lockout, change some alerts, and see our serial number. We can change our map preferences to see what we want. We can set route preferences, so we can change between fastest, shortest, and most eco-friendly. And right now, I'm going with always use the fastest route. If available, you can turn on use HOV lanes, automatically find parking. Basically, as you get close to your destination, when you have this on, Sync will find parking spaces or parking garages that you may want to use. With dynamic route guidance turned on, basically this means that the system is going to look at traffic similar to what Waze does and help you find the fastest route based on traffic information. A few other options: we can avoid freeways, avoid toll roads, and avoid ferries and car trains. Under mobile apps, we can turn these on or off, and it's going to allow you to use some of these apps and sync, and it may use some data. As we go into Ford Pass Connect, you'll see we have an option for a vehicle hotspot. I'm going to tap that. It's already turned on. I'm going to go into settings and I'm going to hit view password, and you can change this. And what's great about this is sometimes your car will have a better internet connection than your phone. This also works great for tablets, laptops, and other devices. And this will allow you to share your internet connection from the vehicle to your devices. Here we have a couple different options. We can manage devices, so we can see which devices are connected, and even block devices. We also have a general settings, which changes a lot of our basic settings, including miles, kilometers, temperature units, if you want the screen to beep, and you can do a master reset from in here. 911 Assist will allow your phone to call 911 if the system detects a crash. The Sync system can be set to automatically update when it connects to your home Wi-Fi. We have Android Auto preferences. Basically turn it on, show the connection, and we can remove an Android Auto device. CarPlay preferences, very similar. We see a bunch of devices that are on here, and we can turn that on and off or remove that from CarPlay. Under vehicle preferences, we have a few different options. We can set our door keypad code. There's a keypad on the side of the door, lets you easily get in. We can choose our camera options, including an enhanced park aid. If we want to, we can turn on a rear camera delay. Ambient light, you can change the brightness of the ambient light in the vehicle. With the display options, you're going to be able to turn the display off if you want. If the brightness is too much, even in a night mode, you can change the background of the display. You can adjust the overall display brightness. You can change the mode from auto to day or night. And night is basically a dark mode like this. And we also have an option to auto dim. Under voice control settings, we have advanced mode, and this basically shortens or limits the responses so that you can get things done quicker. Phone confirmation, where it will read back the contact name before it places the call. And voice command list, which is on right now, which means when you're in a voice control setting or a voice control command, it'll show you a list of available commands on the screen. We can also turn on a valet mode, and basically you can lock the system with a 4-digit PIN. Part of Ford Pass Connect is the ability to do some vehicle controls right from your phone. From my phone, I can start the F-150, I can lock and I can unlock it. I can also view some different vehicle details, including my fuel level, location, tire pressure, oil life, and check the hotspot to see if I'm connected. The key is also an intelligent key, so I can remote start with that as well. The F-150 also has a variety of towing apps, so we can check our towing status. That'll give us information about our vehicle. And we can also go into trailer information. Right now it says my trailer is disconnected. If I had a trailer connected, I could do a trailer light check. It would check the status. And what's really nice is I can go into trailer setup. If I add a trailer, I can go ahead and name my trailer. I can change what kind of trailer brake type we have, trailer brake effort, and the type of trailer. So you can set up and it will basically tell the vehicle what type of trailer that you're towing. You can store a lot of these, and there's also blind spot monitoring. So I'm going to add blind spot. And so there's some options here, and so it needs to know, is the width less than 9 feet and the length less than 33 feet. I'm going to hit yes, and then I'm going to choose the trailer length. Now you'll need to measure this or check your trailer. There's some information in your owner's manual that'll walk you through exactly what you need to do. With this saved, the blind spot monitoring is going to do more than just the truck. It will do your trailer. So if someone's in your trailer's blind spot, you'll know. That's the feature that we only find on the Ford F-150. We can also turn on trailer backup assist, and basically this will allow us to turn a knob to turn the trailer left or right, and it uses a small sticker on the trailer. Works really nice, and it is super handy. This is the sticker that you put on your trailer. Once you put that on your trailer, you can use the Pro Backup Assist feature. With all of that set up, you're going to be able to control your trailer using a little knob while you're backing up. It makes backing up super simple, and it's great if you don't tow a ton and you're not an expert at backing your trailer up. There's also some off-road information, so you can see which way your wheels are turned, if you're leaning forward or back, and the angle that you're leaning side to side. There's also a power distribution, which will allow you to see where the power is going to each of your wheels. Some other really nice options: you can automatically parallel park, and when you push this button, it's going to allow the vehicle to search for a parking spot, and then it will reverse into the parking spot after you shift into reverse, and it will turn the steering wheel. It works really nice for getting a larger vehicle like this into parallel parking situations. Another really handy feature is the adaptive cruise control with stop and go. So I can set cruise control just like normal, and then I can choose how much distance I want between me and the vehicle in front of me. Now, what's great about this system is if you're in traffic, it'll bring you to a complete stop, and then if traffic resumes in 3 seconds, you'll start going again. It's a super handy feature, and I really like it on the F-150. Thanks for joining me to take a look at the infotainment, truck apps, and other technology inside the 2019 Ford F-150 Lariat. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment down below. If you found this video useful, please hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, and you'll get an alert every time we post a video. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.